I'm your hike leader today. I'll be taking you to the 9 locations that make up this theater hike. And this is the North Park Village Nature Center. And how many of you have never been here before? Okay, maybe that's the 1/3 of you. How many of you have never been on a theater hike before? Ooh, that's quite a bit. I'd say that looks like 75% of you have never been on a theater hike before. So I'm going to take this opportunity, because there's 75% of you that have never been on a theater hike, to tell you how I started theater hikes. I'm an actor, and I was at Grand Valley State University for 5 autumns in their Shakespeare productions back in the late 90s. And I was doing the play As You Like It. I had a great opportunity to play the role of Jaques in that production. And whenever I go out of town as an actor, I find the hiking trails at the various parks. And I'm always by myself on these trails, such privacy. And what I do is I run my lines for the show I'm rehearsing. And I went to Pigeon Creek County Park, which is, Grand Valley State University is near Grand Rapids, Michigan. Pigeon Creek County Park is near Holland, Michigan. Beautiful day, walking the trails, and I was actually saying the words, memorizing, "All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players." And with that I thought, my voice, it sounds so good in the woods. And then I thought, oh, wouldn't it be nice for others to hear my voice? Oh, and what I meant by that was, wouldn't it be nice for a whole audience to hear a whole cast of characters in a play by Shakespeare on these trails? There's no one else out here, and we could, and it all came to me in one big, gestalt, so to speak, that we could take audiences to different locations along the way of a trail and present a complete play. And that's indeed what we do at theater hikes. We take you on a 2-mile hike usually, sometimes less mileage, sometimes more. We present a complete play, presenting the different scenes at different locations along the way. So with that college group, that university group in 1997, we did As You Like It, and we called it As You Hike It. And we all felt it was very successful. And when I came back to Chicago in the spring of 1998, I got together with Equity Library Theater Chicago, all Equity actors, and we, for very little money, were given permission to do Shakespeare plays in this way, this format, this theater hiking way, at various parks. We started at the Little Red Schoolhouse Nature Center. And we started with As You Hike It. And in fact, we went off, because I'm a New Yorker, so I thought, let's go to Central Park. So we all got on a plane, somehow we worked that out, and we went to Central Park in New York, and we had about 40 people following us throughout New York, and I was the hike leader. And after the second scene, I couldn't remember where we were supposed to go next. And the actors were off there in Central Park somewhere, and I was in a panic, and the audience never had a clue, but the actors, I heard later, they were in a panic. Where was the hike leader? But we eventually found the actors, and the play did go on. I won't get you lost today, because I know exactly where we're going. But so theater hikes, as Equity actors, we were performing them as showcases till about 2001. Yes, 2001. And then at the end of the fall of 2001, a bunch of us got together and said, let's start a theater company that's devoted to doing theater hikes. And so in the fall of 2001, with Shakespeare's The Two Gentlemen of Verona, we started Theater Hikes officially, a corporation, a not-for-profit corporation. A not-for-profit corporation, ladies and gentlemen, belongs to all of you. We're here for you. If you don't want us, we should go away. And we need your support. We need your support financially, but we need your support as you are today, coming to see us. And hopefully you'll like what you see and you'll come back and see us some more. So we've played many years now. This is our 10th anniversary season. How about a round of applause for me and Theater Hikes? Those who are told don't ask for applause. So there's some things we must talk about before we start out. And that's how do we situate all of you so that you can see me better than some of you can't see me now. Or maybe that I used the wrong tense there. But in any case, so what we have to tell you is that you'll follow me. I'll stop at where we want to perform. I'll stand like this. And you should get in front of me so that you can see me clearly. But more specifically, we need you to set yourselves up in 3 sections of this, this impromptu audience. three tiers, so to speak. The first group are those who are willing to sit on the ground. And kids, usually kids, young people sit down right down front, and oh, that's a bad towel. And your parents can see you from behind or whatever. So kids can sit on the ground. We have these cushions if you'd like, and please return these cushions at the end of the hike. So the first section is for those who are willing to sit on the ground, on blankets or these cushions. The second section are for those who are in chairs. Through the years, we've discovered that there's different kinds of chairs. Some chairs, your butt's right on the ground, and other chairs, you're lifted. So you chair people, if your butt's on the ground, you want to be really close to the people who are sitting on the ground. And if your chair is higher, maybe you could try to make sure your chair is behind those lower chairs. Anyway, middle section is for chairs. And then the third section is for those who stand. Many people stand for the entire hikes. You know, we stop, we move. Sometimes people look at trees while the scenes are going on. That's up to you. But you can also move and change your location where you're sitting or standing during the scene. Try not to be noisy because you're not trapped in a seat as you are in a regular theater. You're free to move during the play. And a couple more things to mention. When we go to our first location, we'll see how good you are at setting up yourself as an audience. We were out there today. I didn't encounter any mosquitoes at all. But we do have bug spray, and all you need to do is, if you need bug spray, you can come to me or to Jennifer Mayberry, my assistant hike leader today, and you can do this, and we'll know that you need bug spray. So no words are spoken. And where's that stick I gave you? We have an amazing stick that, if you are stung, you can just wipe this, maybe take a handkerchief, wipe it first. You can just wipe that bug bite. It goes down right away. The stinging stops immediately. This is called afterbite. They don't pay me, but there you go. So that's afterbite. Now, Rick, if you could return these cushions to the porch as we depart. And if anyone wants to use these blankets, you're welcome to. I'll carry them with me. And as hike leader, if at this time I've forgotten anything I've wanted to say, I'll have a few opportunities during the course of the hike to speak to you about certain things. So, how many of you are familiar with The Hobbit?
Mrs.
Okay. Well, this is a wonderful production. It's nice to. I'm glad you are. You know the show. And we may use you as a hobbit. But even if you don't know the story, it's a very clear story. It's a very good telling of the story. The cast is marvelous. And what we have with this production is something new that's happening with our new artistic director. Wait till you see the dragon. I don't want to give it away, but what we do at Theater Hikes is we have to make sure that we don't carry so much stuff. Can you imagine these actors bringing pianos into the woods and all sorts of props? We can't do that. We follow the hiking ethic, which is try to bring as little as possible into the woods, so that, and whatever you bring into the woods, make sure it has multiple purposes. That's what a hiker, a camper does, and campers try to outdo each other with how light their backpacks are. So we keep that in mind when we do theater hikes. And we do mime certain things sometimes, and we hope that's acceptable to you. You know, I do love to talk to a lot of people, but I must stop because the play must begin and speak for itself. Ladies and gentlemen, are you up for hiking?
Yes.
Okay. Well, the fourth location, I'll just say that we've been given permission to go off trail. Young man, do you know what off trail means? Would you know?
If there's a trail, you can go off of it.
That's right. It's really, that's true. You're either on the trail or you're off it, right? So that's true. So you were not permitted really when you're at a nature center like this to go off the trail. There's numerous reasons for that. The greenery, the vegetation, they may be making an experiment with the plants that are going on. But we got permission for the golem scene to go off trail. And you'll all see why. It's very special that we got permission to do that today. So before you enter that area, we'll remind you that we just want you to be careful to try to avoid tramping on any plants that you may see. There's not many there, and we've already checked. There's no poison ivy where we're going. We do look for that. Any other reminders I have, I'll tell you as we go. We have a little bit of a journey. I need a path right through here for me. Follow me, ladies and gentlemen, to the first location of The Hobbit.